Bangladesh is a country located in Southeast Asia. Known for its rich cultural heritage and historical significance, Bangladesh is strategically positioned and boasts a rapidly growing economy. With a land area of around 147,570 square kilometers, it's one of the most densely populated countries in the world, home to over 160 million people. A fascinating aspect of Bangladesh is its religious landscape, where approximately 90% of the population practices Islam. Despite the strict enforcement of Islamic law, it's surprising to note that prostitution is legal in this country. Recent statistics indicate that about 100,000 women are involved in this industry, but only around 10% are voluntary participants. The majority are forced into this work due to economic hardship. Moreover, Bangladesh is one of the few places where polyandry, the practice of having multiple husbands, is observed. Join us as we delve deeper into these intriguing customs and discover more about the unique traditions of Bangladesh. Bangladesh is notoriously recognized for having the highest number of child brides in the world. According to the United Nations Children's Fund, over 51% of girls in Bangladesh are married before they turn 18, with 32% married before the age of 15. This translates to approximately 38 million women and girls married before the age of 18, and 13 million of these before they turn 15. Consequently, many of these girls drop out of school early and face significant domestic violence and health risks associated with early pregnancies. The underlying causes of this situation are outdated traditions and persistent poverty in this South Asian country. Culturally, Bangladeshi society often perceives women as less capable of earning money than men, which imposes a financial burden on families. In contrast to most of Southeast Asia and South Asia, in Bangladeshi marriages, the bride's family must pay a dowry to the groom's family. The younger the bride, the smaller the dowry, which perpetuates the high rate of child marriage. If the bride's family cannot pay the dowry, the child bride may endure severe abuse from the groom's family. Economic hardship drives families to marry off their daughters early, seeing it as a way to reduce financial burdens and secure the girls' futures. Girls with little or no education are more likely to be married off early, while those with more than 12 years of schooling are significantly less likely to become child brides. Climate-induced disasters exacerbate the situation, causing spikes in child marriages as families struggle to cope with the aftermath and economic instability. Despite these challenges, various efforts are being made to combat child marriage in Bangladesh. The country has ratified international conventions and enacted national laws setting the minimum legal age of marriage at 18. However, enforcement remains inconsistent. Organizations like UNICEF and Girls Not Brides are actively working to raise awareness, support victims, and provide education and economic opportunities to girls at risk. Despite these grim realities, Bangladesh's complex social fabric is further illustrated by another unique and controversial tradition practiced by one of its indigenous communities. Stay tuned. Despite having a population of over 160 million people, Bangladesh is a diverse nation. Bengalis constitute 98% of the population, with the remainder being immigrants and indigenous ethnic groups. Among these groups is the Marma, the second largest ethnic group in Bangladesh, primarily residing in the Chittagong Hill Tracts. The Marma tribe practices a unique and long-standing custom of polyandry. In their agrarian society, polyandry helped keep land within a single family, preventing its division and ensuring the family could work the land more effectively. According to this tradition, widowed women who wish to remarry must choose a man from the same tribe as their late husband. This man must be a bachelor and is usually young. The most unusual aspect of this tradition is that to compensate the new husband, the woman will select one of her daughters to become his second wife. The Marma people believe that having a daughter share a husband with her mother is highly beneficial. Firstly, a young woman helps the husband's family have more children. Secondly, the mother retains all the power in the family, while the daughter helps protect the family's assets and takes over when the mother passes away. Today, many Marma women view this custom as unfair to young girls as they have no choice in their happiness. This practice has also strained the sacred bond between mother and daughter. While some try to preserve the tradition, more and more people are speaking out against it, demanding personal freedom, the right to choose and the right to live without being bound by ancient customs. Notably, the stories of Marma women fighting for change have drawn international attention. Many non-governmental organizations and human rights groups have begun to intervene, helping young girls seek a freer life. Workshops, education programs, and media campaigns have been organized to raise awareness about women's rights and abolish unjust customs. In the modern context, these changes are gradually bringing hope to the younger Marma generations, who look forward to a brighter future where personal freedom and happiness are respected and not limited by outdated traditions. What are your thoughts on the Marma tribe's tradition of polyandry, especially regarding the impact it has on young girls and the mother-daughter relationship? Do you believe such customs should be preserved or reformed for the sake of personal freedom and happiness? Share your insights below. Kandapara is known as the largest and oldest brothel in Bangladesh and is known for its significant red light districts, where around 1,600 sex workers live and work. The average age of new arrivals in this area is alarmingly young, often around 14 years old, with many girls being trafficked and forced into prostitution. This brothel town sees around 3,500 clients daily, making it a bustling and crowded area. However, this number could be much higher, as this area also has many underage sex workers, often hidden by their mothers or brothel owners because their bodies are not fully developed. Many of these girls use Orxon, a weight gain drug for livestock, to get fuller and more attractive bodies. Although health organizations have warned about the risk of death when using Orxon for a long time, they continue to use it to earn a living. The existence of brothels like Kandapara raises many troubling issues about human rights and health. Girls in this industry often face the risk of abuse, violence, and sexually transmitted diseases. Additionally, their living and working conditions are often very poor, lacking protection and support from society. Many of the women and girls working there are victims of trafficking and face severe human rights abuses, including physical and sexual violence, lack of access to health care, and the use of dangerous drugs to enhance their physical appeal to clients. Non-governmental organizations and human rights groups are working hard to improve the situation. They organize education programs and provide medical services to sex workers while also raising community awareness about this issue. Some programs support vocational training and create job opportunities for women in prostitution, helping them escape their current lives and seek a better future. However, changing such a long-standing and complex system is not easy. It requires close coordination between the government, social organizations, and the community to come up with effective and sustainable solutions. Promoting women's rights and ensuring their safety and health is a necessary and urgent task requiring attention and action from all sides. The story of brothels like Kandapara and the lives of sex workers in Bangladesh is not just a legal and ethical issue, but also a strong call for social justice and human rights. Hopefully, with continuous efforts, one day women and girls in difficult circumstances will have the opportunity to live free, happy, and full of rights as they deserve. Amidst these dire circumstances, Bangladesh's story is further enriched by its turbulent history and remarkable achievements, painting a picture of resilience and complexity. Bangladesh, a country with a rich and complex history, was founded 5 decades ago. Its roots trace back to the ancient Maurya and Gupta kingdoms of India. In the 19th century, it became part of the British Empire, known as colonial Bengal. Following India's independence in the year 1947, Bengal was divided into 2 parts. One joined India, and the other became East Pakistan. Bangladesh achieved its independence in the year 1971 after a war of secession, with recognition from India. The capital city, Dhaka, is the largest urban center and the heart of political and economic activities in Bangladesh. Renowned for its textile industry, Bangladesh stands as the second largest garment exporter globally. This sector contributes to 80% of the country's export earnings and over 10% of its gross domestic product. Major fashion brands like H&M, Zara, Primark, Gap, and Adidas source their garments from Bangladesh. The official language of the country is Bengali, but many residents also speak English. For foreigners conducting business in Bangladesh, understanding Bengali is beneficial, though English is used in certain commercial settings. Despite its vibrant culture and history, Bangladesh is infamous for its noise and severe pollution, particularly in Dhaka. As one of the most densely populated cities worldwide, Dhaka's air pollution ranks among the worst globally, driven by vehicle emissions, uncontrolled factory outputs, and rampant construction activities. This pollution severely impacts residents' health and quality of life. Additionally, the city grapples with intense noise pollution from heavy traffic, incessant honking, and ongoing construction. Congested roads, prolonged traffic jams, and limited public transportation options compel many to rely on personal vehicles, exacerbating the pollution and noise issues. However, setting aside these challenges, Bangladesh offers countless fascinating aspects worth exploring. Before we continue, I have a 10-second request for all of you. If you can help us out, please hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to us. In return, we promise to keep making this show even better for you. Deal? If you're considering working in Bangladesh in the near future as a foreigner, you will need to apply for a tourist visa. This visa typically allows a stay of up to 30 days, depending on your country of origin. For business travelers, citizens of certain countries might not need a visa at all, subject to their respective regulations. For the most accurate and detailed information on visa applications, reach out to the nearest Bangladesh consulate. Planning your trip or work in Bangladesh doesn't have to be daunting. The visa application process is straightforward if you prepare all the necessary documents and adhere to the country's regulations. For a seamless experience, consult the Bangladesh consulate or visit the official website of the Bangladesh Ministry of Foreign Affairs for comprehensive details on visa types and specific requirements. With careful preparation, and by following the provided guidelines, obtaining a visa for Bangladesh should be a smooth process. While navigating the visa application process is crucial for your stay in Bangladesh, understanding the country's income tax obligations is equally important to ensure a smooth and legally compliant experience. As a foreign worker in Bangladesh, you need to be aware of the income tax obligations that apply to you. If you earn money from employment in Bangladesh or from foreign income sources within the country, you are required to pay income tax on these earnings. Only tax-exempt income is excluded from this requirement. The rate at which you are taxed depends on your residency status during the tax year. For residents of Bangladesh, taxes must be paid on global income. Foreign nationals, however, typically pay taxes only on earnings from work in Bangladesh and foreign income sourced within the country. Non-residents are taxed solely on income originating from sources within Bangladesh. Residency status is determined by the duration of your stay in the country within the tax year. If you spend 183 days or more in Bangladesh, you are considered a resident. Additionally, you may qualify as a resident if you stay for 90 days or more in the current tax year and have spent over 365 days in Bangladesh across the 4 preceding years. Understanding your tax obligations is essential, but equally important is grasping the cost of living in Bangladesh to ensure a financially comfortable and well-planned relocation. Despite a high poverty rate, living costs in Bangladesh are surprisingly low. For instance, in Dhaka, the capital city, monthly rent ranges from approximately $170 to $570, depending on the area and amenities. Utilities for a typical apartment can cost between $19 and $70 per month. For expatriates, choosing safer and more convenient neighborhoods often means higher costs. Dining out is quite affordable. A meal at a budget-friendly restaurant costs about $1.93, while a 3-course meal for 2 at a mid-range restaurant ranges between $6 and $28. When it comes to groceries, a liter of milk is around 76 cents, and a dozen eggs cost about $1.20. Public transportation is also inexpensive, with a one-way ticket priced at 47 cents and a monthly pass costing around $23. However, Using taxis or private cars can be pricier, with costs varying by distance. Basic utilities, including electricity, heating, cooling, water, and garbage for an apartment of approximately 915 square feet, range from $19 to $70 monthly. Internet services, with speeds of 60 megabits per second or more, and unlimited data, cost between $10 and $29. For a single individual, the estimated monthly expenses, excluding rent, are around $897. Despite these affordable living costs, the economic reality for many in Bangladesh is challenging. The national minimum wage is extremely low, about $16 per month, while the average salary is roughly $254 per month. This stark discrepancy underscores the financial difficulties faced by a significant portion of the population. Bangladeshi cuisine, influenced by Indian, Middle Eastern, and Southeast Asian cultures, boasts a unique identity. The mainstays are rice, fish, vegetables, and a variety of spices. The staple food is rice, and the hilsa fish is particularly cherished. Fresh vegetables such as carrots, potatoes, eggplants, and beans are essential, and they are combined with spices like turmeric, chili, cumin, cinnamon, and cloves to create rich, vibrant flavors. Typical Bangladeshi dishes include biryani, bhuna curry, fuchka, and roshogolla. Biryani is a delightful mix of rice, meat, and spices, often cooked in a clay pot. Bhuna khichuri combines rice and lentils with meat and spices, typically served during festive occasions. Fuchka is a crispy fried dough filled with mashed potatoes and green peas, while roshogolla is a dessert made from fresh cheese soaked in sugar syrup. Street food in Bangladesh is equally diverse, with favorites like chaat, pani puri, samosa, and jalebi. Family meals are usually lavish, with numerous dishes spread out on the table. During festivals, special dishes like biryani, halim, and pitha are prepared. Eating with hands is a cherished tradition in Bangladesh, believed to enhance the enjoyment of food. The cuisine is not only a source of national pride, but also a major attraction for tourists. Each dish carries its own story and cultural significance, making Bangladesh a travel destination rich in culture and natural beauty. Bangladesh offers unforgettable experiences for travelers. The people of Bangladesh are renowned for their friendliness, hospitality, and enthusiasm. With a population exceeding 160 million, it is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. The culture and lifestyle are a delicate blend of tradition and modernity. Family is the cornerstone of Bangladeshi society, with multi-generational households fostering strong bonds. The high community spirit is evident in collective activities like festivals, weddings, and religious events, where everyone shares joy and supports each other. While the rich flavors of Bangladeshi cuisine offer a feast for the senses, understanding the country's healthcare system is crucial for anyone considering making Bangladesh their home, especially retirees and expatriates. Bangladesh boasts a bustling healthcare system with 1,683 hospitals. This includes 678 government-funded and 1,005 privately funded hospitals. Many of these private hospitals are also medical teaching institutions, strategically located in central areas of various districts, offering specialized care in diverse medical fields. In addition to these hospitals, specialized health centers across the country focus on treating infectious diseases like tuberculosis and leprosy. The country has made remarkable strides in several key health indicators. Bangladesh successfully achieved the Millennium Development Goal 4 target by reducing the under-5 child mortality rate by 2/3 between the year 1990 and the year 2015. Significant improvements have also been seen in maternal mortality rates, immunization coverage, and the management of diseases such as tuberculosis, malaria, and diarrheal diseases. Moreover, Bangladesh has eliminated polio and substantially reduced the incidence of malaria and tuberculosis. Despite these achievements, Bangladesh's healthcare system still faces numerous challenges. Government health expenditure is among the lowest in the world, at just 0.7% of the gross domestic product. This leads to high out-of-pocket expenses for healthcare, which account for 67% of the total health expenditure. As a result, Approximately 5 million people fall into poverty each year due to healthcare costs. A significant portion of government health funds remains unspent due to poor absorptive capacity. Access to healthcare services is a major challenge for many people in Bangladesh. Although basic care is provided for free at government-funded hospitals, patients often have to pay for medications and tests out of their own pockets. The best hospitals and medical facilities are typically located in the capital city, Dhaka, with prominent institutions such as Apollo Hospital, Square Hospital, and United Hospital. For foreigners living in Bangladesh, it's advisable to consider comprehensive international health insurance to cover the costs of evacuation or treatment at private hospitals in Dhaka. Bangladesh, a nation with a deeply intricate history of political unrest, requires visitors to stay updated on the current situation through reliable news sources before traveling. Notably, Bangladesh has one of the highest rates of child marriage in the world, with over half of the girls marrying before they turn 18. Sexual violence and domestic abuse are pressing issues, with a dishearteningly low number of cases resulting in convictions. While many parts of Bangladesh are generally safe, particularly concerning is the occurrence of petty crimes, especially in densely populated urban areas. Common incidents include armed robbery, pickpocketing, and bag snatching. Visitors are advised to avoid carrying large sums of money and to refrain from wearing flashy jewelry. Mobile phone snatching is also frequent, therefore, it is wise to keep expensive phones out of sight in crowded areas. Groups of thieves often use motorcycles to carry out their crimes, adding another layer of caution for travelers. Additionally, there have been reports of some police officers misusing their authority, which further underscores the need for vigilance. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. GlobeGo, your support means a lot to us. Click on the video that's appearing on your screen right now. I'm sure you'll love the content. Comment below on the next country you'd like to see featured on our channel. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for being with us. Leave a comment, like to show your support, and remember to hit that subscribe button for more exciting videos. See you next time.